think it's gonna be a really cool bohemian dress with cute little textiles. This is being hand embroidered, and it has even got the little mirrors. Gorgeous quality. It even has, look, check it out. It even has like a little cutting line. She's been hanging around waiting for me. Saki, hello beautiful, hello beautiful. I did it again. Oops. So thrifting. I will do a haul in some point of the video, but I want to crack on with it. First things first, I thrifted over the weekend. We went and I hit the jackpot. Sometimes I don't. This time around I did, and I was so excited. I'm wearing my Ankara African print dress. You wouldn't believe the amount of compliments I get every time I wear this dress. It's quite a light. Now I put her in here. You can't see. Hold on. It's quite a lovely dress, and I wore it every summer. And I always get compliments. There was this lady hunting for beads in the same thrift store as I was hunting for fabric. And she saw it and she was like, oh, wow, it's so beautiful. And I told her, well, I made it. And she was like, oh, even more beautiful. So anyway, there we go. This is the first piece I thrifted. I could not believe my luck when I saw it on a pile of linens. Look at how delicate and pretty the embroidery is. I think the embroidery is machine done. I think the whole thing is machine done, but it hasn't got any tags or anything. I'm pretty sure it's 100% cotton. It feels like cotton. It feels like summer night. It's gorgeous. Now, because it's so pretty and the scallops are so pretty, I want to make clothing with it. And I'm trying to figure out what is the best light. I'm trying to run away from the window because it has a very noisy blind, and I have to leave it open because it's very warm. We're going to have 30-something degrees this week in the Netherlands, so not nice. Now, what I want to do is, because it's so pretty, all I want to do is literally make a top. You know the kind of ponchos that you put it is literally straight, and then just it's like a rectangle, and then you stitch a little bit of the size. Here, I want to do the same thing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it in half, cut it in half, finish the edge here, and then find some really cool fabric to make some straps that I can make like looser straps, so you can make a bow here and here, or at the back, whatever the wearer wants to do it. And then I'm just going to stitch it here, so it's actually quite loose. I might give it a little bit of a shape on the sides so it's not super straight. I'll see how it goes because it's supposed to be a super easy one. I'm just going to let the textile talk. Isn't that the prettiest fabric? I can't wait to show you all of the pieces I got. Yeah, I think it's better to be here. Right. So when I saw this, I thought, definitely I'm going to make a top like that. Then I'm going to show you all of the pieces when I do the little fabric haul in the video. But I think I found the cuts off of a dress or a blouse or something that somebody were, actually two, somebody were cutting and making something with. So there's this piece, which is a rectangle, and it is a stitch right in the middle already. I just realized I'm going to have to finish the edge. So it's a stitch right in the middle. The rest is already finished with a very, 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 very thin overlock stitch. So I was thinking, wouldn't that be like super cool, cute little top? And then if I put an elastic on the top of this rectangle, square, Monday morning, yo. If I put an elastic on the top here, we could just make a cute little skirt for her. What do you think? I think that is the cutest outfit. Super cute. I'm getting really excited with the fabrics and the stuff that I got, and I thought I might just do the fabric haul now. If you're not interested in the fabric haul, I'll pull the stamp for the editing. If you're not interested in the fabric haul, I put the stamp somewhere of the timestamp, and you can see where I started sewing. But these are the other pieces of this lovely dress or something. Now, this is being hand embroidered, and it has even got the little mirrors stitched to it. Isn't that the most amazing? I really hope you can hear the blind. It's so annoying. I'm not sure this is how it's supposed to be, but doesn't it look like a tunic or a blouse? Or maybe it's just a cut-off, because I can see another piece like that of the fabric. So I have another piece here. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do something with the blind. Okay, the light is all changing because I have to put out the blind. It was the noise was too much. Anyways, I was showing you. Let me bring this closer. My assistant, the IKEA rolling thing with a plank of wood. Anyway, this is another piece of, it looks like it's being unpicked already. It's beautiful Indian block print fabrics. And I have a few pieces of this beautiful cream and pink with some lovely, it looks almost like a feather, like a peacock feather. It's gorgeous. So I have a few pieces of this, not a lot actually, of this color, but I have a few more of this one. But as I say to you, I'm going to be making this outfit. Then I got this lovely piece of vintage cotton that I think it will be gorgeous, either like a top like that again, or in a skirt just like that. Because I think sometimes I feel like when the fabrics are lovely and pretty and gorgeous like this, all you need to do is just follow the fabric and do something simple. I change positions again. I'm trying to run away from the glaring sunshine. Hopefully in here you can see better. Yes, you can. Right, I was showing you this. I'm probably going to edit all out. I was just saying I got this beautiful curtain actually, because you put it down through here and you have a curtain for your kitchen, of course. But I don't have a window to put this into. So I was thinking I might cut the motifs, because they're all super cute, and add it to some gingham and make part of like a cool shopper tote bag, because I really, really like it. It's beautiful quality cotton. Then I showed you this one already, but we're going to do it again. I have this beautiful pink flowers all around the tablecloth. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The details, that is in very, very great condition. And the details of the roses and the details of these motifs. I think it's called cenefa in Spanish, but I don't know how it's called in English. Somebody commented, and Spanish lady say, "Hola, eres española?" You see, soy española, soy de Tenerife. So yes, I'm from Tenerife and I'm Spanish. I just happen to speak English because I think there's a lot more people that can understand me. This beautiful tea tower is linen made in Holland, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love the mushroom motif. Gorgeous, gorgeous quality. It even has, look, check it out. It even has like a little cutting line. So I'm thinking I might actually do that, cut it off and include them into something to do. I never really pick tea towers because I never really see anything that I like. But this time around, I picked quite a few. They were quite, it feels like maybe it was an offload from the same person. So there is this, oh my God, this is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Towden Valley Industries, or I don't know where this one is from. Again, no tags or anything. But can you see the floral? I don't even know which way. It's kind of, it starts from the center and it goes out, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love it. This feels a little bit less stiff than the other linen. gorgeous, and I think I might use it in a tote bag or something like that. I'm not sure yet. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I know there's a couple of YouTubers working with tea towels, but I don't fancy making a dress from them or clothing. I think probably accessories. Okay, so now this one here is, I think, maybe that my lovely follower from Denmark. Sorry, I can't remember your name right now. You always comment on everything. Maybe you should know if this is Danish or I mean, the clothes looks pretty Nordic to me. The clothes that these lovely people are wearing, and it's just gorgeous. I generally wouldn't know what to do with this one. I love the motifs here. I love the couple. They look super cute. I love everything about it. I don't know what to do with this one. This one, oh, it's two. This one is gorgeous, and I think is a French recipe for the Chinese soup. La soup Chinese. Yeah, I think it's a French, written in French for Chinese soup. I first thought it was the onion soup because, it's French and it makes sense. But no, apparently it's Chinese. Yeah. But how gorgeous are these colors? I really wouldn't know what to do with it either. But I will do something eventually. I'm going to tell you my master plan in a minute. Now, this is 100% linen, flax linen, made in Ireland. And the colors on this one are absolutely stunning. It's waiting for the autumn for me to do something with it. And hopefully by then I'll have an idea of what to. It's not going to be a dress, it's not going to be clothing, but it's going to be something else. If you have any ideas, please let me know. We're not quite finished yet. I did get a lot this time around. Right, this was in a little cute bag to be protected. This is absolutely stunning. Don't know what kind of type of embroidery this is. In this particular thrift store, I tend to pick up a lot of these handmade pictures. This is absolutely stunning. I would like to maybe back it up and put into something because it's so delicate. I don't want to make it into a decorating piece because I think this is how they end up in the thrift store. They even have the stitching sample here. So I would like to make something practical with it, but because it's so delicate, I'm going to have to really think how am I going to back it up, how is it going to be used, how much, maybe like a delicate bag or something. I tend to think of accessories instead of clothing for this kind of pieces. Back in the bag, so it's protected. Now, I go, oh, look, another, this is a facing, isn't it? A facing neckline. Yeah, that's the back and that's the shoulder. Now, I got this small piece again. Again, very short. I might make a top. If this becomes successful, I might see if I can make another one with this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Very, very vintagey indeed. Again, I think it comes from something because I think I can see threads on this edge. So it looks like it's being unpicked. Maybe it wasn't a skirt. I don't know. This is all I have. This is the piece I have. So maybe for the top, like this one, like this type of top, once I've done this one, we see if it's a successful one, and then we carry on wanting to do that. Now, then I get this one, which is a panel that I'm definitely going to be using as a bag. It's you can see it's a spring, I guess, spring summer in a beautiful place, and sorry, the door decided to speak to, and as I do. As I fold it like that, I think it will be a two-side really cute bag. And it says it's 80% cotton and 20% polyester. That would be the 100%. Now, I'm going to finish with the textiles with this gorgeous vintage, I am 100% sure, piece of... sorry, I don't want to step on my dog. She's running away from the heat. Bless her. Right, so this is linen, and it is absolutely gorgeous, old, maybe 70s, I would say. piece of cloth. I love the over the top florals, absolutely gigantic florals. Absolutely love it. And because it's such a big, long piece, I am thinking of making, for this one, I already have a project in my head. I want to make myself a tote bag with this one and the scraps of the leather of the jacket that I cut off on the Boho bag video. Let me show you some of the scraps. Okay, the rest of the jacket has been put away, but I still have this hanging around. It is very supple, it's very, very soft, and it's like a Napa leather, and it's probably like a cut of the leather. When they cut it, the thickness, they cut it in half. So the idea is to put this at the bottom of the bag, and because this leather is so thin, I'm going to have to back it up to make it a little bit more substantial. Sorry, I don't want to cut the microphone. So like that, the bottom of this, and then the top will be this beautiful print. And the idea would be because I have quite a bit of fabric, the idea would be to make one for myself and one for sale. One hopes, that's the idea. I was also very lucky to pick up, these are all the textiles that I got. Well, I say that. These to me are also textiles. So these are 3 shirts from a gentleman that had the same size. So it's 4XL. That's what I like, because the bigger the shirt, the more fabric for me. And they are beautiful, 100% cotton, gingham, gorgeous fabrics. And I just wash them. You can hear how crispy they are. This one is a dark denim. Dark blue, navy. This one is light blue. They're all pretty much the same shirt. They're not quite the same. I think the black and this one are the same. And this one is a little slightly different. But can you see how much fabric I have here? I have a lot of fabric. And then the same one in black. It's a cute little gingham. I love the way they've done the detail of stitching the button in pink. It's really cute. And then the black one. So I was thinking I can either combine these two, the dark blue and the light blue, or these two, the black and blue, because these two are too close together. And the 3 of them, I don't know. We shall see. I have so much fabric, I could make a top and a dress separately with whatever scraps I have. So the idea is to combine either 2 of them or 3 of them and make something with it. This is the end of the haul. Textiles and some clothing and some fabrics and beautiful things. We're going to go sewing now. Okay, so I have been procrastinating because I keep on changing my mind about this lovely tablecloth. So I iron it and I put a really crisp fold to cut it in half and do what I was thinking of doing. I told you I was just going to cut it and stitch it like a poncho sort of thing and then put the straps. So I have found in my stash these lovely pink pillowcases. I have 2. And these are from H&M, 100% cotton, and it has the most adorable bird prints. And I think the pinks go really nicely. I think the pinks go really nicely together. And I was thinking, what if I actually make like an A-liner dress and stitch whatever fabric I have here from this tablecloth and I make like an A-line. Can you see what I mean? I know it doesn't look like much now, but what if, especially with the black thread there, what if I stitch it like that and as it folds like an A-line dress. I only have this pink one and I really don't want to cut it and then really regret it. So I've been going through my stash and I find out these cotton sheets that I got a while back and I've been using them for lining bags. And I was thinking, I might copy exactly the exact dimensions that this tablecloth has and have it go at the shape that I want to do. Because once I put the scissors to this, that's it. Once I put the scissors and it's not going back. So if I don't like the shape, if I don't like, it doesn't go in my head the way I want it, I don't want to spoil it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get dimensions of that here and reproduce it on this. That might actually be a good thing because this tablecloth is super delicate, but it can be a little bit transparent as well. So maybe this is a good idea. Maybe I could do it with this and then use it as a liner. This one won't need the liner because it's quite a thick fabric. I mean, it's thicker than this. It's not thick. It's just a bit of a heavier weight cotton. But this one is so delicate and airy and pretty. I keep on going forwards and backwards about what I want to do with it. And I think I might still have a look see if I can find another pink. I think them two are very well matched in terms of colors. They're totally two different textiles, but I think it might make either a tunic or a lovely dress. It depends of the length. I'm going to do it with the lining first. You know, this is the first time. I don't just go ahead and cut it. I'm a little worried of spoiling it. It's so lovely. I really want to make something that counts. And I want to make something that is either for myself or for the shop, but it's something that I'll be proud of and something that either myself or someone else might wear. So let me cut her and stitch it together, and then I'll come back to you. So pretty though, so pretty. So I cut the dimensions that I have from the tablecloth out of this. And the idea was to leave the pieces once you stitch. I basically stitch it like a trapezoid. I think that's the name. I used to be quite good at maths. Now I can't remember. Anyway, the idea was to cut it in kind of a pyramid trapezoid kind of way and leave the scallops of the tablecloth on the side. But when I did it with this, it just looked really messy. So I cut it off and I flatten and iron the seams because that's what I do when I'm sewing. So I'm used to it now. Even when it's just a toile or whatever you call it, you know, the sample. So now I'm stitching the skirt on top of it. The idea is to make like a trapezoid that cuts like a square line and your arms are out and it's really loose. You either wear it with something underneath or you don't care so much about being quite loose. So I was stitching this lovely, I love the colors in the screen. They look really nice together. So I have two of them. I open and iron this one, and you wouldn't believe how much fabric there is in a pillowcase once you open it, because it has like the fold over. I'll show you. So this is two sides of the pillowcase plus all this fabric that is folded inside here. So now I'm gonna cut open this one and iron it the same way I've done this one. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if I actually add both of them all around? Maybe it's too much fabric, I don't know. But because like this is kind of too plain. I mean, I could just go I could carry on like the line in a true trapezoid and just stitch it. That was the original idea. The second idea, I don't know if I told you or I just talked to myself. The second idea was to pleat the second half and add the two of the pillowcases. That will add quite a lot of volume at the bottom of the dress. You know what I just realized? I was telling you, oh, it looks nice, it looks nice. This is not it, that's the lining. This is it. So I have two windows open because it's so hot. I'm trying to create some kind of current of air. See, that is beautiful, don't you think? Now the question is, would it look nicer if I just make the fabric flat into a trapezoid, or I pleat the skirt? I'm so shiny, sorry. Also, I might cut off the side. I don't know. I really would like to use all of the tablecloth, but I might not leave all this fabric hanging around here because it's just a little bit too much. Also, I could do the lining a little bit tighter so you can actually don't get to see any side boob. And I could leave this one flying solo. That's another possibility. Now the question is, do I do the skirt in one line, or do I do the skirt pleating? That's the point. Okay, so I think you can see from my hair that I already tried it on. I made two decisions. First decision, I'm gonna try, well, first thing is I should put the birds, I should put the birds upside up, not upside down, as it is right now. So I put it like the longest stitch length in the machine, and just to baste it. And I baste it and I try it on. I like the length. I like the fun bit going on, but definitely I'm gonna have to add the two pillowcases, because I think if I pleat it all around here, it's gonna be a quite nice piece of clothing. I'm gonna cut it as a trapezoid. I thought whatever I have left from this side, I might use it for the straps. I think it looked really, really cute with some of this lace on the strap. I quite like this thing like this, and then what if I put the skirt attached to the lining and leave this? I quite like it like that. I think it might look good. So it's a couple of hours later. I was a little bit, I made a few different changes that I haven't told to you about. The pink cotton that I have originally, it was a little bit too rough. I didn't like it to the skin. I tried it on, I didn't like it. So I found this kind of hueso. We call this color hueso, which is bone in Spanish. It's like, a bone color. It's not quite white, not quite gray. And then it's a lovely cotton. It feels so much nicer. And I've done the skirt. I just went ahead and cut the... I was thinking about it, and it's just, okay, now I've decided I'm gonna do it. I cut it in two halves now. So what I'm gonna do is stitch it with the pattern of the pink. Basically, this trapezoid, I took the pink piece and I make a pattern. So I'm gonna cut these ones and see if I can use the edges for the straps, as I say to you. But I should be done very soon after that. I just wanted to give you an update of what the lining and what the skirt looks like. I really like the skirt. I think it's gonna be a really cool bohemian dress with cute little textiles. Okay, so these are the little bits left after I cut the top, and I stitched them together to give myself a strap. And what I've done with the other one, I'm gonna show you what I've done. I just literally came to the top like that and just pin it and do a top stitch, so the whole scallop is being shown. And because the fabric is so thin, I thought giving it that much more thicker fabric, give it a little bit more of fabric there, like a double at least, will be better. Actually, let me measure the other one. So this is the one I just stitched. I've just done the same thing as you can see me here doing. This one is a little bit, I need to make it the tiniest little bit smaller, like that. Just roll in a little bit more. And basically just top stitch it from the bottom all the way. And the edge of the scallop is the edge of the... I mean, it probably is a little bit quite girly this way, but I kind of like to use all of the fabric. I feel like I don't think that the tablecloth was symmetrical, because you can see the tips are different. You can see here the tips are different, but I actually cut from the center as much as I could, and I cut the same size. So I think it's not me, it's a slightly different in terms of shapes. It's not 100% a perfect square. I think it was more of a skewed, because in here both sides are smaller than the other one. and I literally just place the pattern right in the middle of the fabric. I'm gonna have to take that in consideration. Okay, let me see. See, that's that, that's that. But this one is a bit thicker at the end than this. Anyway, let me stitch it. And this is the top. I already stitched it. And iron it. I haven't serged it because I only have grey for the serger. So I need to buy white cotton for the serger. And I've done grey on the other side, but this fabric is too delicate. So I need to serge it in white. Okay, let's finish this one and put it all together. And it's done. Not quite, but almost done, almost done. I absolutely love the effect of having a bigger skirt and then having the top hiding like that. It is absolutely super cute. These are not my colors. I mean, I only bought it because it's a super beautiful pink colors, but really not my colors. The top is quite big, and I made a mistake putting the lining, so I need to unpick it again. And I might do that tomorrow because I stitch it like this when I should have stitched the right side to right side upside down, so it will go down properly. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I wanted to do here. In here, I'm thinking of doing, depends who this dress is gonna be with, sorry. I'm thinking of doing a pleat at the back or putting a little bit of elastic so it can actually ruche at the back and it will fit quite a few different sizes. At the moment, I'm just doing the pleat because it's quite big. I mean, for me, it fits me loose. I didn't show you because I don't particularly want to show you my bra again. So the lining turned out to be a little bit longer, longer than the top. So I have to stitch it a bit further down so it won't show. This will cover the lining. I still need to fix it, but it is a great way of combining these fabrics and creating a new silhouette that I haven't worked with. Of course, I could go and find a pattern that gives me this top instead of being a trapezius to give me like the proper shape. But I just wanted to have a go at this and see how it will go. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I haven't done the hem, as you can see, it's all uneven at the moment. I need to go, I don't know why it's so uneven. I guess at the bottom here falls quite a lot. But isn't it the most delicate dress you have ever seen? I love it. I love this. I love the lining. I love I think other people design by drawing and having an idea. And the way I design is by making, which is probably not the best, most efficient way of making something or designing a new dress. I mean, I'm not inventing anything, but I'm loving the silhouette that I haven't done before. I did the pleats in here, like really long pleats, like this one here. But I did like a drop waist, which is not, I ever do that. I always do it like right below my bust or my waist. And this is more like a 1920s kind of dress. It's super, super delicate. That would look amazing with a really nice long cardigan and some white flat trainers. I think it would look really nice. Or even ballet shoes. That would look really cute. Anyway, I will still fix it. I'll fix the mistakes I made, but it's really, really warm. And I think we might just go for a nice long walk. I don't want to say it too loud because the dog is sleeping down here. I'll show you what she's doing. That's where she's at. She's been hanging around waiting for me. Saki! Hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. I think she's tired now of being... There she goes again. I think she's tired waiting for me. Anyway, I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to fix it a little bit better. But I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. There's so many things I need to fix. But the idea of using this and using, it's 2 pillowcases and a tablecloth. That's not bad going, is it? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You can make a really lovely dress like that. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I need to get the measures properly done and the pattern properly sorted. But as a proof of concept, I think this is fantastic. If it's not too long, I might add some of the makes that I've been thinking of all day. All day I've been thinking about this fabric that I show you. I really would like to make a tote bag for myself for the summer with a leather. I think with a thin leather, or I'll find another brown leather, but yeah, I want to use some of these beautiful yellow flowers and make myself a cool tote bag. So yeah, if this video is not too long, I'll show you how I made this. And if it is, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.